Hello, welcome back to my channel, screenspuds. Today I'm at the park with my two boys. So from time to time you might not be able to see my face too well just because of the lighting from the sun, glare. It's usually been pretty hot out here, so I haven't been able to bring them out here for a while. That is my son Joel. He is going on 2 years old. Can you say hi?
Hi.
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 Screen. Spuds. Yes. He is very excited to be outside. So I'll be moving around quite a bit, making sure he's safe, which is sort of the topic of this video. My other son is down there enjoying some fruit. He's too young to walk around quite yet. So he's staying in the stroller, enjoying the air himself. Yeah. So I will be putting a link in the description as to the video that this video is discussing. Basically, there's this video that's gone around a little bit on Facebook about an 8-year-old boy whose parents allow him to dress in drag and to dance Vogue for adult men. Now you may be thinking that it's fake and all, but this was an actual interview that was conducted, not just somebody putting something together. I watched the video most of the way. It was kind of hard for me to finish it given what was going on. Very upsetting. I mean, it's a parent's responsibility to keep their children safe. Not just physically safe from falls and trips and hurting themselves on, electric cords and outlets and stuff like that, but also spiritually safe, emotionally safe. They need to grow up, mentally safe, yet able to distinguish between right and wrong, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. And things like dancing for adults in that manner, that's not something that's going to be mentally healthy for any child, especially as they grow up. And at his age, he may not fully understand what he's doing, or even how the adults are really thinking about him. He may not fully understand how disgusting types of people really think and act. But when he is able to understand, he's going to look back on this point of childhood in a very different light. And it's either going to turn him into the kind of adult that seeks out avenues of watching other little boys dance in a sexual vogue fashion, or it's going to have an impact on his self-esteem and his ability to look at society as a good thing and not as a predatory, out to harm you sort of place. Parents who put their children through that, in my opinion, are disgusting parents. They put their own perverted fantasies above their own child's safety. And it's very upsetting me because parents like that, they're the ones who should be losing their children. They're the ones that the children need to be protected from. Not parents who merely are homeschooling in a city or state that doesn't like homeschoolers, or parents who may punish their child through spanking. Not that I'm saying that everyone who spanks does it right. There are people who take it to excess, but in our society today, anything that involves raising a child in a godly way is often seen as improper, and children are being taken away from Christian families. And we had a Christian family from Germany that came to the U.S. seeking refuge because the German government was persecuting them, and the Obama administration wanted to send them back and give them no sanctuary. And then we have these parents with their little kids having them dance Vogue in front of adults, but there's nothing wrong with that. we're not going to try to save the children from that. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no logic to that kind of thinking. Yeah. And I could never imagine doing that to my child. Dressing him in drag in the first place when he's too young to fully understand what he's doing or what it means or the impact that it has on how perverts will look at him, let alone having him dance in front of adult men. I would never do that with my child, and I can't imagine a proper parent who loves their child doing that either. In the interview, the 8-year-old child actually says that he had always been interested in that even since he was 3 years old. At 3-year-olds, my son is 2. At 3, a child doesn't think like that. A child doesn't understand those type of things. I mean, at 2 years old, my son wants to put his hand on a stove burner. He doesn't understand what it means or what it'll do to him. And I'm not going to sit there and let him do it just because it's what he wants to do. If his parents had been proper parents, they wouldn't have allowed him to do that at 3, or at 4, or 5, or 6, or 7, or 8. If he's going to do something, if you're going to allow your child to do something like that, at least wait until they're old enough to fully understand the ramifications and the meaning behind acting in such a manner and how it's going to affect how people look at you. Anyway, that video really bothered me, really upset me. And I wanted to do a quick video about how parents need to protect their child, raise their child to be proper human beings, so that, when they're older and they have children, they can protect their children from perverts. Because the kind of adults that go to places to watch little kids dance Vogue, they are either practicing pedophiles or fantasizing pedophiles. They are not proper human beings. Because I'll tell you one thing, I have no desire to watch an 8-year-old dance Vogue. I don't. I would never have such a desire. It's wrong. It's unnatural for an adult to want to see something like that. And it's unnatural for a parent to want other adults to see their child dancing like that. You're almost there, buddy. Just a little bit more. Yeah, you're almost on top. He's climbing up a little climbing wall right now to get to the very top near the slide. There you go. So I just want to urge parents, you see other parents doing this with your children, with their children. Don't let your kids hang out in that. Because, when they're doing sleepovers over there, you don't know what that other child's parents are saying to them or allowing them to do, or what they're allowing other people to do with them. I mean, I've seen enough Judge Judy cases where the child went for a sleepover at the friend's house. The friend's parents dissed children with a neighbor who gave them alcohol and tried to be alone with them. And that was on Judge Judy, but it's just ridiculous that people do stuff like that. You can't always trust what's happening with your child. Which is why myself, when my children are old enough for sleepovers, it's always going to be at our house. Because I know I'm going to keep my child safe. I'm going to keep the children safe that are my child's friends. But I'm also going to know who my child's friends are, who is having an impression on the way he thinks, the way he acts. And I'm going to make sure that they're safe. And we can't be sure that even the people we think we can trust are going to do that. So I would just urge you, make sure your friends your children have the right kind of friends, that they see you having the right kind of friends, not just anybody who's willing to be nice to you. And that you keep them safe, don't just let them have whatever they want or do whatever they want, but make sure that you're teaching them how to want the right types of things. So, I'm going to end this video now, because my youngest son really wants to be held, and it is good for him to be held, and it makes him feel safe and loved, and that's good for him. So, thank you for watching this video. Would love to see your comments. As I start getting comments on my videos, I will start doing videos where I respond to those comments. Definitely like the video if you like it. Share it if you agree with it or enjoyed it in any way. And that'll help this channel to grow. Feel free to click the thumbs up. That's what lets everybody know that this video was liked by somebody. And make sure to subscribe if you want to know about future videos. It also helps this channel to grow because YouTube creators are judged by the number of subscribers we have. And there's certain things that I can't do until I have a certain number of subscribers. For example, having a custom URL. And certain other features that, like editing my videos better, I can do them in the YouTube website itself if I have a certain number of subscribers. Certain things I can only do once I have a certain number of views on my videos combined. So, you know, the more you share the videos, the more people that subscribe to them, the more I'm going to be able to really touch these videos up and do better. I'm still limited to doing them on my phone at the moment, but I did find a really cheap internet plan, so uploading the videos will be a lot faster and easier in the future. But I'm hoping to maybe next month or the month after get a external microphone so that I can start recording these on my laptop. So you guys have a great day. Thumbs up, share, subscribe.